What's up, everybody? Welcome to 24 Chambers of Film. I'm Steven. This is Nathan. And today we got another trailer reaction to Emilia Perez, the new film by a French director, Jacques. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Audiard. I think I'm probably butchering it, but I think it's Jacques Audiard. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yeah, he did the movie The Sister Brothers, A Prophet, and I really, really like those two films, and this movie called Deepan, which is another great film. But definitely, Sister Brothers and A Prophet are definitely standout movies in my opinion. I don't know. Have you seen any of these movies that I mentioned?
No, I know like what they are. I just haven't watched them.
So you're familiar with you've heard of them.
Yep.
Have you heard of this film at all before today? Okay.
Nothing. You just said watch. We're gonna watch this, and I was like, okay.
All right. Well, it's a Netflix. Netflix bought this film at the Cannes Film Festival, I think, and they're going to be distributing it on Netflix. So let's get into it. You ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Medio papá, medio tía, medio rica, medio pobre, medio jefe, medio reina, medio aquí, medio allá.
Zoe Saldaña.
Mm. What's the dub shot?
It's a musical.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you sending me a musical?
It's a Cartel musical.
Like it went from super like serious, like oh, what's going on, to then like just like that dance shit, like.
This is also just a teaser, so.
It seems like there's a lot of dancing there, though.
Yeah, we just see there's gonna be a lot of gunplay too. It looks like November 13th. All right, let me read. I don't know if you know it's very kind of vague, the trailer, but can I read you the synopsis?
Okay.
So Mexico. This is what it says. Mexico today. Lawyer Rita receives an unexpected offer. She has to help a feared cartel boss retire from his business and disappear forever by becoming the woman he's always dreamed of being.
So basically, they are taking. This is obviously not based on reality, like the story itself.
I don't think it's
But
based on a true story.
they're taking like parts of like things like, for example, Amado Carrillo Fuentes, when he was trying to escape, he went to go get cosmetic surgery to like make him look different, not to turn himself into a woman, but to make him look. And he died on the surgery table. So it sounds like they're just using different things for inspiration.
Yeah.
Look, let me just get right to it. When it started, I was like, okay, sounds like my kind of flick. As soon as I saw musical, I was like, oh man, really? And it's just, to me, it's very hard. Again, I've said it before. I can go see a musical like on Broadway on like a stage. Like I'm perfectly fine with that.
But you're a hater of musical on film.
I just can't. I can't do, especially when it's supposed to be like a serious story, and then they just bust out into.
This is what kind of confuses me about you, because I remember when we watched West Side Story, you were fucking.
No, yeah, I was about to talk.
You were fucking snapping and like I
was about to talk about. I was about to bring it. No.
And you were freaking wearing just a Wanderer's jacket, and you're just like,
hold on, hey, hold on, no, hold on, bro. You gotta tone it back. Don't insult the Wanderers, all right?
No, I love the Wanderers, but I was trying to give you a little bit of cred right there with the Wanderers jacket.
The real story is, my dad was like, "Oh, my coworker Barry loves this movie West Side Story. You guys should watch it. It's about two rival gangs." So we're like, "All right." And he's like, it's a little bit older. And we're like, okay. So he puts it on, and then I got a rocket in my pocket. Starts off, and I was like, no, I can't watch this movie. I can't do serious topics if it's a musical. It just, for me, it makes it very hard. But with that said, I will give this a chance because it's going to Netflix.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
I would not pay to see it in movie theaters or anything like that. The cast looks good. The story looks good. Remove the music part from there, and I'd be like, I'll freaking watch it in movie theaters.
Yeah.
The music part,
Édgar Ramírez is in it too.
just makes it hard for me to. Dude, I don't care. Dude,
No, I'm just saying it. You didn't really see him in the trailer.
Denzel.
I'm just
If that's a musical, I'm not watching
throwing
it.
out there that that's an actor that I know you're familiar with. You've seen him in stuff.
But
He's in Domino, you know.
I mean, the only thing that is making me watch this is the fact that it's going to Netflix. If it wasn't for that,
see,
I would not be watching it.
I think musicals always work better with the bigger screen. You know, I think it works in that canvas on the theater environment. So if it does actually get at all a theater release, which I think it may get at least a limited, but I don't know if it'll reach where I'm at. If it does, I'll go check it out in the theaters before.
I'll be honest, like the story that you just read, the description of it, like I see that as like a freaking Netflix series, you know? Like that's what that sounds like to me. Yeah. So I'm surprised. I get it. Like if it was,
Netflix didn't produce this, they they bought.
I get it. But I'm assuming that it's based on a play or something like that.
I don't think so. I think it's just an original script, if I'm correct, or maybe let me look.
They're like, let's just make this a musical. Normally, like a lot of the stuff that just adapted from a play.
Audiard, the director, it's based on a novel. I'm looking at it right now. Boris Razon.
It's based on a novel, so it's not like it was already a musical. They knowingly chose to just make this a musical. See, if it would have been like a stage play, and they're like, it's a musical in the stage play, and we're gonna bring it to do this, like now, I get that. I understand. Okay, you're gonna do the same thing, but the fact that they're just taking a novel and turning, I'm like,
maybe the novel's the story. Musical.
Shut the hell up. The story really give you a freaking
in the novel. You haven't read? I haven't read the novel.
The story sounds good. Like the story sounds interesting. Okay, I'm just like, why did they have to make it a musical? Like now it almost bugs me even more, the fact that it's based on a novel and it didn't come from like a stage play that was a musical.
Let me just say, like, the Audiard, the director, like I said, I'm a fan of his other previous films that I've seen. He is a talented director, so he's worth the price of admission. Also, you know, the story is interesting, and like, I'm not like you. I don't mind musicals. They're not my favorite genre. They're probably one of my bottom genres that I prefer, but I do.
The last musical you saw?
I mean, the last one I saw in theaters, La La Land. Yeah, La La Land was the last one I saw in theater. And that's a good movie, and I think that's a good musical. I mean, there's other good musicals that I've seen, you know, Dancer in the Dark by Lars von Trier. Like I said, but it's far and few between. It's not like I don't have a whole, you know, I could maybe make a top 10 of musicals, maybe, but it's not the genre that I ever go to where I'm ever like, oh, I need a musical, you know?
There's only two musicals you need to know: Grease and The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Grease is great. Wizard of Oz, I love those are classics, but I'm just saying, like, it's not. But I feel like when a musical is done right and it works, it's exciting. It's fun. Yes, it works better on Broadway, hands down, without a doubt, than on a silver screen, personally. But you know, I think this looks cool. It looks interesting. I'm curious. It looks like it's not all straight up musical. There's clearly going to be moments of just like dialogue. You know,
I'll give him this. It sounds interesting enough. Yeah. All right. The story sounds interesting enough that I'm willing to give it a shot despite the musical part. But you know what? Like, it's like, okay, remember the Romeo and Juliet that came out with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes and
Baz Luhrmann?
Like, I thought, I thought that was cool. But then they start talking like Shakespeare, and I'm just like, dude, I can't. Like, in the modern day, I just can't. I can't get past that for me personally.
I understand. I think it was a cool thing though what they did. Yes, it doesn't like work completely, not necessarily, but I think it works to. I enjoy that Romeo and Juliet adaptation, but yeah, doesn't work fully. It's experimental for sure. The idea of doing the Shakespeare language in this modern look, it was a big swing, and I don't think
I remember when I first watched it, I was like,
I don't think
did I get like the wrong version? Like, is this dubbed in a different like?
I'll be honest. I need to rewatch that movie. It's been a while, but I know it's visually stunning, and I did enjoy elements of it. I think John Leguizamo is great in that movie. He's probably the best part of Romeo and Juliet.
I was like, dude, you know how back then when you get DVDs and they have the different tracks, like they had the commentary track and stuff. I was like, did they add like another track to the DVD on this? That's like where they talk like in
like an alternate version.
Class, yeah.
No, yeah, I mean, it was a bold move. But like with this, I heard great things coming out of Cannes Film Festival. That's where it premiered. I heard,
Dude, I don't believe you when it comes to Cannes anymore, though, because you said everyone gets 10-minute standing ovations.
I didn't say 10 minutes. I said it's not unusual for people to get long standing ovations. It's like between 5 to 10 minutes, you know? That's like a norm.
That's a long ass standing ovation.
But it's also a norm for them to be publicly booing movies that they despise at Cannes Film Festival. So it's a little bit of a balance, but again, it got a strong reception from the people who saw it, you know, and so I'm interested. I'm going to check it out. Like I said, the director is worth the price of admission, in my opinion. If it's in the theaters, I will definitely watch it in theaters because I think it will work better watching it on the silver screen. But again, I'll be watching it regardless because it's going to be on Netflix November 13th. And I think, you know, it'd be interesting to do a review with you on a musical. So I think you should definitely watch it, you know, when it comes out. Don't wait like a month later.
No, I'll watch it when it comes out. I'll watch it when it comes out. I'm always looking for something new that I like it when the movies premiere on the streaming services. So I'll watch it when it comes out.
Okay.
So, well, there you go. Let us know what you feel, how you feel about musicals, especially movie musicals, you know, not musicals in general, but silver screen or television, you know, musicals that you watch at home on your TV or in the movie theater. And let us know what you think about serious topics being turned into musicals. That's probably the hardest thing for me to grasp. But there you go. That is what Emilia Pérez, right?
Emilia Pérez, yeah.
Emilia Pérez. So I'm Nathan. This is Steven. This is 24 Chambers of Film. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you guys smack a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Later.